What's happening? What's going on with y'all? Yeah. Oh, wow. The time getting a little better. So, here we are in another evening, sharing the healing process with each other. You know, that's what's up. I'm here at Kelly's Driving. Let me show y'all how beautiful this thing looks, man. Down here. Y'all ever in the area? Just come and check your city out, man. You know what I mean? Come and check your city out, man. I mean, this is something, man. You know what I mean? This is something, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes, man, I think that we got to come to like places like this and really see the beauty in Philadelphia, man. You know, a few years ago, I was in a cab then, and I was driving down this 34th Street where the art museum is. Around this time, that's when they first put these lights up. Shocked the hell out of me, man. I ain't know where I was, to be honest with you. Like, damn, am I still in Philadelphia? Man, you know, this scenery here is serene, man. I mean, you can sit back and really absorb the vibe of Philadelphia, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, I love my city, man. And we in bad shape right now. You know? I'm gonna tell you, I believe, and this is just my personal belief or observation, is that the city is going through a regentrification process. And the regentrification process, what that brings is that brings in people from the suburbs and other places to come live here. In order to do that, it has to be enticing. The energy of our city is not so enticing right now. So they're trying to offset it by lights, building new buildings, you know, just changing the trajectory of the city visually. It was architectural accomplishments. I've never seen them build skyscrapers so fast. It's crazy. It scares the hell out of me. Cause I don't thinking that, damn, if I go in this building, is it going to be built right? But yeah, they do their thing. So I give them all kind of credit because it looks good. But you know what true beauty is? True beauty is true beauty, man, is inner beauty. I mean, they build all these beautiful structures, you know, make everything look so serene and decorated. But the core of the city is it's like a big grim reaper over this whole city. No longer it doesn't matter where you come from. No longer matters what you've been through. The trials and tribulations that you been throughout the years. None of that matters no more. Because the average 14, 15-year-old kid can get his hands on a gun. And he has the ability to just shoot anybody and kill them. It don't even takes no extra strength. So the way how I look at it, the way how I see it, in order for this city to be at its full potential, we all got to revel in its accomplishments and be a part of the financial structure that's going on, the business in the city. We have to be a part of that. I believe that the key to this violence that's going on is, I believe it's a financial matter. I believe that you can, if you were financially stable and you had a system where you can actually live comfortably financially, be able to do what you want to do when you want to do it. I'm not saying rich, but gainfully employed, or you have your own company that's making a nice return on your investment. You don't have no time for no bullshit. You don't have time to get into petty arguments. You're looking at life at a different perspective. You're living. When you're not financially stable, basically you're struggling. That in that struggle, it's a whole lot of other emotions that's attached to that because of the struggle. Struggle is ordained and it's necessary. But when you're struggling to eat and to have a roof over your head and clothes on your body, that's a different kind of struggle. Especially when you have no information on, how to get yourself out of that predicament. No education. All you know is what you see on TV. All you know is what you see your homies do, your family members do. People out there in the street. You want to pick up a gun and you're going to get it the best way you know how. I've been there. I've seen that. I've been there. I felt that. I'm not rich now. I'm far from it. But I'm getting there. My spirit is wealthy. My drive is wealthy. My ambition is wealthy. My perspective is wealthy. Man, as I say, I'm already rich. I'm just waiting for it to hit my bank account. You dig? I know we in this city, man, we come a long way. And it's a struggle to be accepted. And you got a lot of our youngins out here that's struggling to be accepted. And because everybody wants to be accepted coming up. There's no shame in that. That's how, information is passed on. You know what I'm saying? Information is passed on to those who know and tell it to those who don't know. You know what I mean? So, there's nothing wrong with that. But if we would come to understand what it is that we want in life and what it is that we most passionate about, and we can set out to accomplish it and succeed. But we got to be in that mindset. The mindset that we on today, man, it's filled with hate, envy, jealousy, deceit, revenge. This is the city of brotherly love. Man, it used to be loving in this city, man. We had unity. We was together. That crack era fucked us up. And I would like to apologize for my participation in selling that shit all the years that I have. It's crazy. If I knew back then what I know now, yeah. But you know what? It wasn't meant for me to know that then. It was meant for me to go through what I've been through. It was already written, It all comes down to a decision. What decision will you make that would dramatically affect your life? In either a positive or a negative way, but it's going to dramatically affect your life. So be careful of those decisions that you make, man. Take that minute, pause for a second, get an understanding. If you don't understand it, then find understanding in it. Because when we making these moves out of the spirit of the moment, man, that's when mistakes happen, man. The day I got locked up, I never told nobody this, but the day I got locked up, it was 4 days before my birthday, September the 7th, 1990. My birthday is on the 11th. Back then, I celebrated my birthday for the entire week. That was crazy right there. But, so every day from like the 6th on to the 12th, and I'm just partying. But I'm, in it, willing and dealing, doing what I did. And someone who was close to me someone who I actually did business with prior to, actually helped him get on his feet. He came and asked if I was still on, and I'm up here, and where that cat from Coatesville. Yeah, I'm up here in Coatesville, and boom, boom, boom. And I had to go away and get cleaned, and now I'm back and all that. So he put that game on me. Did a good job. Did a hell of a job too, because the chick that he had, that he was calling his girlfriend, was actually the DEA. So I actually had direct sales with the DEA. I mean the DEA agent. So that's how I got caught up. But it wasn't just me. It was an indictment of 19 people. But anyway, he called me. Was like, I need something. I said, all right. Told me what it was. I said, okay, come through. I'm about to go out. I told him to show through at 8. He wasn't there at 8. But I just said I was going to just make this move and go to the club and party. But he didn't come at 8, so I had what he wanted, and he wasn't there, so people was coming for it, so I was, letting it go. And he showed up. When he showed up by himself. So I said, well, look, I let go a lot of that. So he's like, man, what you got? All right, give me that. Come on. I said, not here. Jumped in the car, and yeah, the rest is history. He was the informant, the agent. But those years that I was up there in Montgomery County, seeing people like us living so well, man. They had big, nice cribs. Back then, you talking about the 80s. It was only one car to a household, so they had 2 and 3 cars to a household. Man, I wanted to live like that. So my mindset was on anything that could get me to that goal. So I brought North Philly up to Montgomery County. That's what ultimately had me give me my time. Right. I look at it now, and I did 17 and a half years. I came home in 2009 for good. Paroled out. And let's see. Things been pretty great. I came out with nothing. I'm established and productive. Have my own. And I have plans in place. I have plans in place that to obtain other goals that I set for myself. And I'm out here moving. So I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. You know. But this city, man, this city groomed me. It groomed me in a way where it didn't let me be a sucker or a pussy, pardon my French, but, you know, man, you're going to have that anywhere you go, but as far as the whole, it's a fighting city. So everywhere we went back in the day, we had to fight. We ain't had no guns. So the temperament back then was just as heavy as the temperament now. The difference is that we didn't have the ammunition that they got now. And we were groomed to fight. This generation were groomed to shoot. It's a total different thing, man. I've never understood why you would pit the accolade of someone who just shoots at a high bar than someone who fights. I never understood that. But I know it's a different day and time. Y'all packing a lot of heat. Extendos and all this, y'all packing a lot of heat, man. Y'all packing a lot of heat. Let me tell you something. This is not overseas, man. Y'all turning our neighborhoods and our communities into war zones, man. This is crazy. So I just want people, man, to take a look at this beautiful city, man. Absorb it. Go in these different places where you can see its bounty at. And absorb it and understand, man, that, you know, just as beautiful as this city is, you are more beautiful inside. You know. Please stop allowing society to dictate your emotional agenda. What I mean by that? Well, a lot of this generation is more emotional than most. That's because a lot of them was not their fault. It was raised by women. A lot of us was in jail and everything. We didn't really or couldn't tap leaking right because we was in our own situations. So, you know, they act off emotions, but men don't roll like that. And I'm sorry that a lot of y'all wasn't tap leak properly, you know. But real men, we don't act out emotionally. If we did, this world would blow the hell up because we'd be at war. It'd be crazy if men acted on emotions. You know, men act on intelligence. What I mean by that is that we diagnose any situation before it becomes a bigger situation. So, give you an example. Step on somebody's shoes at the club or walking, whatever. Step on somebody's shoes. Pardon me, I apologize, good brother. You'll get a better response with that than, yo, watch out, move out my way. That shit just don't work. You get a better response because even if your fault, his don't matter. The beauty, the blessing is it being the first one to offer the courtesy. You know, even if you at fault, even if the other is at fault, pardon me, goodbye. Because the way the temperament is here, man, it ain't about, being less than yourself. That's not it. It takes strength. It takes strength to be humble. Understand that you have humbleness. Just give yourself that moment to really think. Really think about the end game to that situation. Step on his shoes, bam, dog, man, fuck you. Then it ends to something different. Somebody getting shot or killed, or innocent people getting hurt. But all in all, if you extend your, get your blessings from extending your courtesy, or trying to be the first to dissolve situations, man, we be at harmony. You know what we can do with that harmony, man? You know what we can do with that unity? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's a beautiful city, man. Look, let me give y'all another look at this, man. See what I'm talking about? See the beauty in this city, man? You got 100 times more beauty inside you. It's nothing greater than life. I mean, think about it, man. Let's just really think about it. What is life and what is living? From my perspective, I believe life is an extension of God. We are the living vessel where the strength of God flows through. That's how he exists. He exists through us. So and life is priceless. Let's get to living. We've been struggling for so long. Struggling so long as a people. Since we've been over here, we ain't never really lived. It was only a few, but we never really lived as a nation. Right now, we have 15% of the population, of the young population, that is 6 figures or multimillionaires. There has never been a time when these many black people with so much, like, they got financial structures, man. You know, we got billionaires, we got black billionaires, man. Wow. Black billionaires in this country. You know, it's a new day. And I think there's a struggle to change into the new day. It took me some time to really adapt. You know, you've been living a certain way for so long, man. To try to change, it's hard. I know. But if I'm learning new ways that I can change just a tiny bit, some information I gained that gave me a better insight on how to tackle certain situations or anything, man, it's a positive thing, man. That's what I seek. That's what I want y'all to seek in you. Man, you're special, man. We are designed to overcome any struggle with a thought. You know, there's nothing more powerful than thought. Nothing more faster. Let me give you a quick synopsis of the information I gained. We consist of 3 spheres: the conscious, the subconscious, and the physical. Now, the physical body is the physical, the material, us, flesh. We know what that's about, what that entails. It's beauty within itself, just on how the body is designed. It's a masterpiece. Then you have the conscious. The conscious is your awareness. You can dictate your conscious. You know, you can direct your conscious. You know what I mean? That's an action that you're capable of expressing. It's the subconscious. It's not. The subconscious is work only with the body, the mind. So in order, when you're unable to do a particular thing, the subconscious take over. That's his job. But the subconscious circumference all. So anything that you put into the subconscious will reveal itself in reality, in your reality. Before you develop a conscious and awareness, as a baby, you operated only with the subconscious, because your body has to function. So if you're incapable of doing the functioning things of the body and taking care of yourself as a baby, then someone else has to. But the subconscious, it operates regardless. Now, when you become consciously aware of life and bearings and everything, then whatever it is that you are passionate about and stay consistent at, it seeps into the subconscious, because it only accepts what you give it. But you just can't just give it one time. It got to have consistency. You got to embed it in it, and then it operates on its own once you embed it in it. So that's the power. You know, if you keep injecting if you keep consciously injecting filth into you, your subconscious is going to automatically absorb it, and you're going to live in filth. But if you absorb within your subconscious the right principles, the morals and the values and the beauty of life, then that's how you would live. In our communities, all we've been fed is you gotta kind of protect yourself. You gotta struggle. You gotta hustle. You gotta, do what you gotta do in order to survive. We always been on the defense. Never was on the offense as a nation. We don't got no footing. We don't got no stick in the game. We don't manufacture nothing. We don't produce nothing. I believe that if we consistently keep our thoughts in a more productive and positive manner, collectively, we become better. Because you inject that energy into everybody that's around you. And then they will in turn do the same to others that's around them. Man, it's like a movement. But you gotta understand, man, that life is the most precious thing, man. And time don't stop for nobody. What are you going to do when it comes time for you to take care of yours? You're going to just continue on doing what you're doing, taking pot shots at the penitentiary, shooting, killings. You still going to do that to take care of your child? Or you going to change your whole life and your whole perspective and understand that, no, in order for me to take care of my child, it's not the fiends. It's me. I got to guide him right. So when you think on those notions, it's a more optimistic and positive energy approach. You can change the trajectory. All you have to do is change your thoughts, change your energy. city going through it. My city is going through it. But you know what? We can overcome it. We got to do it together. Got to be a collective act. You know? All the energy that's in our young people today, all the energy that's in them is directed or steered towards the gangster life. You put that energy out there, that's the energy you're going to get in return. I just hope y'all come to grips with it, man. Understand it. Now, it's just taking longer than I expected to get my YouTube page up, but I'm gonna still be on here live. I'm still going to engage because I'm passionate about this, man. I want so much to help, to be a part of the help. I want to be a part of the solution, not a part of the problem. You know, I used to, at night in the yard during the summertime, when I was in the joint, when I was up Fragwell, it's a place where you can go, you can see, like, over the horizon, you can see the lights, you can see the buildings, and the little town, I think it's Mount Horse City, but you can see it in the one where if you were in a certain spot in the yard, you can see it. I used to just sit there and just watch. And then when I went to outside in the grades, the OSU, in Greater Ford, you know, they had the reservoir right there, right by the unit. You know, they had the benches right there. You go sit in the bench, look like you overlooking the lake. You know, that was the picture I put in my head. Ducks floating around, all that. So I was trying to gain some civility in a chaotic place. I've always done that. No matter where I was, I found that meditative place where I could just go and just get away from it, you know. And it helped me. It helped me get through that. Helped me get through the penitentiary. I know it'll help you. I know it'll help y'all. If y'all just take a moment, man, and just meditate and just absorb the energy. Because the same elements that exist and out here in society exist within the human body. The same elements. It's nothing different. It's the same elements, different materials. The human material that exists in space. It's the same elements. So we are a part of each other. We are a part of this world. You know, we can't exist anywhere else like we exist here. So we are part of it. So take it in, breathe it. Don't damage it. Don't destroy it. I know a lot of times because we out there, we tend to, when we see something nice and clean and everything, we want to write graffiti on it or, try to damage it in some way. I was one of them dudes that used to always, I see a clean wall, I had to write on it. Until I understand what intellectual property was. Understood the value of property. Understood what it meant to own a property, man. We're going to get better. You know, got to. Because whether you know it or not, next few years, if you ain't got your shit together, you the hell out of here. And that's real talk. You're not gonna be able to afford to live in the city of Philadelphia if you ain't got your thing right. I be all over the city. I see what's going on. I see the progress, and I don't leave with nothing else. I leave with this thought. Some real talk. It's time for us to get our shit together. It's time to stop worrying about petty shit that don't even matter. We are beautiful people that's living in a beautiful city, man, that has opportunities out this world, man. It's up to you. You know, it's up to you. Because regardless of the fact, there's so many cameras and things that, you know, but then karma catch up to you too. Can't live like that, man. Can't live like that. Life is precious. What I want to tell y'all is that y'all are precious. Accept the fact that you're beautiful. And stop thinking that you're not. Stop thinking that you're less than, that you're not enough, or that it's not enough. We live in a world of abundance. We don't live in mediocrity. We live in abundance, man. We may not have had because of the situation, but in reality, this life, this world, everything that's on this earth, it exists in abundance. You're not just going to have one or two of nature. You have an abundance. If there's a duck, it's going to be a school of ducks. Because everything in life has an abundance. Not singular, an abundance. Everything in life. You will not catch one of anything. You know. So your thinking has to be with abundance. You know, because you deserve it. And it's there for you. And let me tell you something. If you don't do what you set out to do, or what you wanted to do, or that you was most passionate about doing, if you don't do that, if you don't accomplish that, don't you know you'd lose a part of yourself? Because you're going against the flow of life, the flow of nature. You're going against it. You're supposed to be productive. You're supposed to move us forward. A lot of you intelligent, with beautiful minds, man, and y'all gotta match it with your dreams and go after it. Yeah. Life is precious. Hashtag talkheavy is something that I want to participate in the energy change of our societies, to try to inject something other than pain and anguish, to start the process of healing for the trauma that we've been through. I'm just doing what I can. I'm doing my part. You know, I'm doing my part, man. My YouTube page is going to be up in the next couple of days. So, this platform is being created for us. Feel free to chime in. Feel free to jump in. Man. I love y'all, man. Let's make this city, let's make life more better, more meaningful. You dig? I like to talk to y'all tomorrow. Peace.